this seems like a bit of a moaning session, by the way. It's not intended to be. It's just trying to keep you informed. That's what I like to do. Now, the other thing is about this thing here, which has probably changed a bit since you last saw it. And the reason was this wonderful system that I said I built to... Oh, that's a lot of combs. To produce stuff, and how efficient it was and how good it was, and it's the only way I could get to make these pipes work and feed the bee. Doesn't work. You had a problem in there, so I've actually redesigned it since then, and it still doesn't quite work. And the problem comes from not just normal automation. You can automate these apiaries. You can do it. Okay, this isn't it. I don't think. I've just been messing around again trying to get it to work. You can automate them so that it feeds the bees back in again, the princess back in again, doesn't jam up the filters with the drones, and it's all fine and it gets the resources out. So that is not a problem. The problem when it comes to the breeding, okay, when you use the big stack of drones to convert one sort of princess into another sort of princess, doesn't work. It's starting to get clogged up. I mean, some of these combs are up in the wrong place. Basically, I'm going about it the wrong way, okay? If I want to, like I'm making the frames over here and I'll be making the apiaries, oops. If I want to do that, and use that to make lots of bees, and makes lots of production from bees, that is fine. That is not a problem. But I can't really do the auto-breeding of forcing a princess to become a different sort of princess using the standard apiaries. It just doesn't work properly with that in an automated session. If you want to do that, it's a simple answer. You use the industrial apiaries over here. Wow, 6 diamond combs. To keep cycling them around until you get what you want. Okay, so both types of apiaries have got a place in my little world here. It's just that I can't use the wooden ones for making what do you call it? Making new sorts of bee from breeding things together. But that's fine. So this is going to get dismantled, and we're going to start with it. And as I said before about building a little field over here, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a field of bees over here, and we're going to have lots of the currently unused bees that are languishing in the chest over here living, and we're going to have them in wooden apiaries and be feeding frames into them to keep them going. But what am I going to do next? That's the question. This is going quite well. This is pumping through nicely. Where are we up to with different things in here? What we could do, we could look at what I might do is I might go and look up about that creosote oil and see if I can use that instead. In which case, we're still heading sort of this way. We might have enough for the coloured honey. I'll have a look at the quest to see if there's any of these that I can already complete. That's already... That, I think, is already done. We can do the appetite. We need to automate the fertiliser, which you can probably do as well. That could be quite a simple process. Okay, we could do that. And I might have that... What I might do is I might dig out under here and have just a barrel of appetite and a barrel of ash feeding together and pumping fertiliser into here as it requires it to keep it full up. Or I might do it by hand. I don't know. I don't think I really need these extra bees. But over here as well, we also have the assembly robots, and this is heading towards the computer and everything else here. I think. There we go. We've got the frames already. Lapis, don't know about that. But we could do this over here possibly, the oily combs. Assembly robots is not easy with an assembly table. You need chips and other things. So why not giving it to you? Why not giving it to me? In exchange, you need to work around and find some petroleum. Be quick, I don't want to go into wait until the price goes up again. Well, I don't know, around here the price has been going down for ages. Thank you, Saudi Arabia. You're not doing it for good reasons, but I'm happy that you're doing it. Sort of. I've got a hand in oily combs. So how do we get oily combs? Oily comb. Comes from oily bees? Oh, what a surprise. An old comb? What's an old comb used for? What did you do with old combs, precious? Not very much. Okay, fair enough. How do we make an oily queen? An ocean... Oh! We've already got ocean drones, haven't we? A primeval princess. Oh, go away, man of things. Ancient and noble. We've got noble. Noble and diligent. Oh, that's doable. It's not bad, is it? Let's go and check on our... How are we doing in here? Oh my god, it's a lot of gold. Oh, appetite! There's so much appetite in there. See, do I need another appetite bee? Not really. Let's go and see the old princess over here. I think I left her in here. She's not doing very much. There's the ocean princess. Ocean drones. There we go. That'll be easy to do, won't it? So we've got a few. We've got the. I'm trying to sneak in here with that jungle bee spotting me. Oh wow. We've got possibilities there. We've got possibilities for the for making this oily drone. And while we're here, as an oily bone, how about a tar? I'm guessing tarry. I'm a genius. Refined and fossil. Oh my god, this is a whole separate path, by the way. Bees come in paths. Distilled. Oh, this is complicated. Go away, Alfheim. Industrious and oily. Okay, this is a whole path. So we've got the metal path of bees, and you've got like the think of another one. The metal path of bees, and you've got like the magical path and various other things. And now we're into the what appears to be some sort of industrial related oil petroleum based that's loud type of bees as well. So it looks like it's gonna take a while for us to head down this chain because there's a whole bunch of bees. Lady bees. I really must pump this into like a big tank somewhere, mustn't I? I'm hoarding it because I'm thinking to myself, what if you have to buy some bees from the shop? You've got to use something. But I'm not going to use that much, am I? Yeah, but I was thinking over here with the tanks. I was hoping to gather a lot of oil and everything else. I think it would be nice to have a really giant tank of honey and various other liquids. Have them propped on like the roof and stuff like that, couldn't you? It just look good, I think. I think it would. I don't know. They only need to extend this. I shouldn't have really built this workshop here. I should have. I sort of jammed this little spot. I was trying to use up a space here. I should really have extended it out this way, and I might still do. I might still do that at some point. I might just add a bit of an expansion on the back of here. Are you full yet, by the way? Nearly. Very nearly. Splurt. That'll probably fill it. Good stuff. I'm proud of myself doing that. Right then, so I think I need to go and do a little bit of research. I'm going to go research about the different bees we need, the route we need to take to get to that. Before we finish, can we just do this appetite stuff? Is that now enough bits? I think it is actually. Oh, you want some fertiliser as well? 64 fertiliser. Well, that's not so bad. We've been making loads of that. Well, that's good. And we will make it, and then we'll go and stuff it in the what do you call it? In the farm. That was hard. It's nice to have an easy one for a change, isn't it, eh? Claim reward, some bees that you don't want. Congratulations. Congratulations on the bees that you don't want, that you're now forced by your own obsessiveness to analyse. There we go. What sort of stats have they got here, by the way? What's do they have anything worth trying to pull out? I mean, the production speed is not bad. I would love to get the production speed and put that into some of my other bees. But there you go. Wishes for these things. Are you princesses? You are princesses. Get in there. Get in there, madam. Let's go and stuff this into here. Right, I'll have to do some research. And I'll bring you back when I've got a game plan. I have been making some changes around here since the last bit of video you were seeing. I think I'm probably starting this halfway through another video. But there you go. A lot has happened. Quite a lot of time has passed. Well, a reasonable amount of time has passed. I've been doing things. So let's see how much I can catch up on you with. So last time we were in here, we were talking about how I'd automated the making of the frames, so as to make as many bees as possible and have them running outside. And in fact, here you are. Here's some lovely apiaries running outside, and there they are. They're automated, and they feed everything back in again, and they're making resources. The trouble is, though, they're not really making many resources. So it started really with this one here, the stabilized queen, who makes, amongst other things, some combs I can't use yet, the products from I can't use yet, and the redstone. I've been using a lot of redstone recently. I noticed that they don't really make much redstone, which is a shame. And I remember before, when they were running in the apiaries over there, the industrial ones, they were making tons of it. In fact, I took them out because they were making so much of the damn stuff. Didn't really need that much. And I think the problem is the frames. So these are impregnated frames in here. And depending on the website you look at, some of them say that you get 50% an increase in production having a frame, and some say 10%. But whichever one it is, it's probably 10%. Is that 10% per frame, or 10% if you've got all the frame slots filled, or what? It's not really very clear. And overall, it's not really doing very much, I don't think. And the other thing is, with the impregnated frames, they're very expensive. We talked about this before, about how many logs and how much oil it takes to make these. Huge amounts, the seed oil. They don't really do very much. And if, in fact, having any sort of frame in here increases the production. So even an untreated frame, which is just made of sticks and a piece of string, it's not even got seed oil in it, it's not even made in a carpenter, is as effective in terms of production as these are. The only thing that happens with these is they last about 4 times longer. Well, the thing is, though, I've got loads of string and I've got loads of wood, so I can make loads of frames. And in fact, these paths under here, these are the feed pipes under here, are the feed pipes that come from the output of the frame chest here. It's got loads of frames and it just feed them out to all these things. They all just, every time a frame is used up, it sticks a new frame in. I've got to adjust this in a minute, actually. I need to check. I'll come back to that in a minute. Sorry. Let's just put this back into here. I think they're fine. It's just that these ones have been checked with the bee ELISA, and therefore they're counted as different to these, but it's fine. I just need to do this so that the bees keep cycling around properly. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all fine. Okay. So the change of plan was probably that I won't forget making any more of the impregnated frames, just make normal ones. Well, in that case, what am I going to do with the seed oil? Well, I'm going to use the seed oil to make the scented casings, and the scented casings are the main expensive part of making an apiary. In fact, in here we have 21 impregnated casings. They always haven't got more. Look how much seed oil I've got. It's because I'm not using any seed oil right now. If I want to put a blast of seed oil through, there it goes. That goes into here instead now, instead of the frame maker. Okay, so half the wood from the farm is going into this carpenter here, and making impregnated casings from all these logs. Now we've got 22 in here. So that's effectively 22 apiaries, because all I need for these is, I'll show you. To make an apiary is pretty much, you're pretty much done once you've got the impregnated casing. All you do is you put some logs around like that. In fact, it's not even, no, I tell a lie, it's not even that. It's not even logs. Oh look, it's an apiary. As cheap as, I could automate that possibly as well. So this is making loads of them. Got 23 in there now. And over here, the rest of the logs come through here, and they get turned first into planks, and then planks into sticks, and then sticks go into here with the string. And underneath here is a barrel full of string feeding in the string to here. And it makes frames, which go in here. So we've got the remains of the impregnated frames, and we've got loads of untreated frames here as well. And in fact, the string now as well, I've now got the spidery bees back over here, who have got short lives, but it doesn't matter because they're being automated around, and they're making the useless combs, and they're making string. And this barrel here is in fact feeding across into here. Isn't that lovely? Annoying tree. Go away. Okay, let me go and sleep, and I'll come back to you about the next changes. So anyway, the idea is that we're going to slowly increase the number of bees that are out here, and some of them just going to be running all the time. So the ones that are making redstone aren't making very much, but they're just going to run for a long time, hopefully keep it going. And if redstone starts being a problem, and these things are expensive in redstone, then we can put them in the industrial apiary for a while. By the way, also over here, I started to make some ancient some of the ancient line of bees. So I've got ancient bees, and I've got oh, these are the rooted drones. We'll come back to that. Over here I've got another one over here. I've got, and again I'm not adjusting these so they've got huge offspring numbers. They're just running as normal. Over here I've got a breeding section. So these, I've moved the industrial apiaries around, and this particular one here is used for producing large numbers of whatever drone I'm working on at the time, or maybe making a lot of one for breeding. And this in fact has got the primeval. So we're heading towards the oily and the tarry bees that we need for the next line in the industrial part of the thing. I think I'm going to end this video fairly soon. It's just in sort of catching up on, when I try to record videos, I try to record them in 20-minute up to 30-minute stretches, and I think I'm sort of tailing off the last one quite nicely. So we'll start again on the other things that have happened. But in the meantime, the diamond bees are over here. I thought about automating the outputs of these into a barrel, but I think we're okay for now to wander over here. And this lot have all been organised, so we've got Stanum, I think this is Stanum as well. The Stanum ones, we've got a Plumbum, we've got the 3 of the Cuprums. I've now got, I think I've got 3 Cuprums running. There's Noric. I thought I had 3 Cuprum. I want to have 3 Cuprum because a lot of the time I have to make bronze for a lot of these things, and bronze is 3 copper to 1 tin. But I still need 2 tin, I think, because tin is used for other things as well, such as some of the conduits and things. But they're all running. I mean, this is all off of one solar panel. The only reason this is a little bit down is because of night time. It's all coming back up again. So these things produce a huge amount of power. I've got the gold one still running. I haven't bothered to make this change it so it's got multiple offspring. It doesn't really need to. And I've now got the Ferrous ones. I've now got fertility 4, so I'm going to make another Ferrous queen, I think, soon as well. So it's all going, isn't it? It's all on the go. I've got so much honey now. It's another barrel over there, and come and look at my bars. Look at my bars. Ooh, not like that. There we go. Look at this. 20 iron bars, 43 gold ingots. Lovely. And I've sorted them with about. I've put some of the nuggets and things together. So you get in there, I've moved these things around. That's going great guns. I think I'm on the right track now by having these apiaries like this, with them in this way. This is all running okay as well. Oh, and the last thing probably, I tried to change the farm, is that we now have over here uber wheat. This is super wheat over here. And what I mean by super wheat is, well, I've involved myself in the horror that is seed analysing. So what I've been doing as part of AgriCraft, I mentioned this before about being careful about what you do, about how far you go in AgriCraft, because it can drive you to insanity. But what I did was I basically kept crossbreeding these seeds until we finally have. Are they going to be really good? Oh, there's one short on the growth. They have increased growth and gain and strength factors in here. So growth 9, so they grow. It regrows really fast. It gives you a lot of wheat. And I can't know what the strength means, but it's it's super wheat. It's about as good as you can get now, basically. And it was really easy. It's much easier than doing this than in the normal game, because normally what you do is you have to do this and you have to keep working your way through to try and you make a big field and you do lots of crossbreeds with the crop sticks, but when you've got a magic watering can, it's pretty easy actually. So the idea was with this, what I was going to do is I was going to collect all the seeds. This is all crop sticks now, notice, and I'm not getting any seeds out because it just drops the wheat. And the idea was I was going to harvest some of this and take the seeds out, and I was going to put uber wheat in the farm, and hopefully improve the amount of crop oil coming out, but just by simply producing. Look at this. I've got a stack and a half of wheat from a field of, what's that, 9 by 9 at the very most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 by 6. It produces huge amounts. The trouble is, there's only one negative to this, which you learn in breeding and AgriCraft. If you get a seed out of the wheat, this seed here doesn't got the sort of 10, 10, 10 sort of stats as the others have. It goes back to being a 1, 1, 1, the basic wheat that you start out with. So you have to actually knock this wheat down. That's not a problem. You can crossbreed again to get some seeds. But to then get the seeds, when you put those magical seeds into this here, the seeds it grabs out, it treats it like normal wheat, so they go back to being normal wheat again. So it was fun making the 10-10 wheat again. You know, only about 10 minutes work, but it isn't really going to work with this farm because you don't end up with a farm full of incredible wheat. It just doesn't work like that. You can still do this, of course, if you want to. There you go. There's a lot of seeds. Let's put them in there. That was easy. So if I was running a bit short of seed oil, you know, but as it's running for now, I mean, look, that is what's that? 2.5 buckets of seed oil? I don't know. It's a lot in there. You know, I love to make a lot of apiaries. So the mod problem now is not that this is no longer a pinch point. It's no longer a sticking point in my operation. I can make effectively as many apiaries as I want to. Now I think the only sticking point maybe is making enough of these, because every one of these uses there's 2 of these nodes in every single setup. That's 2 blocks of redstone and then some redstone for every one of the pipes. So it needs, I think redstone. I might have to make some more of these and maybe put them in the industrial production. But I'm very happy with this. This is going very nicely. The only negative here is I can't put things like the hell bees over there. There's actually no hell bees over there right now because I've taken them all out because I'm using the apiaries for other things, and I can't easily make more industrial apiaries. However, I'm about to complete the quest for the coloured honey, and for the coloured honey I can get more apiaries. So I'll see what I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do next about these. By the way, these bees are all using like 2 sad little flowers to make to do all their production. I guess these guys are using some of the flowers over here. I'm so stingy. But there we go. It's looking very well. I can just keep expanding this field further and further out this way and keep feeding in new frames and everything else. So there we go. Right, finish this up here. And there's more stuff to tell you and more quests to finish. But I will do that in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, I'll see you again next time.